But let's do a mini business course on that topic. The topic of if you confuse, you lose. And, based on what you just shared, the study that you have 3 to 5 seconds on a website, what are 3 things people can do to tighten up their message on their website or any social platform that they're using? So when somebody comes, they can, do their best to convert that client.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I think something that really business owners struggle with is that when you offer different products and services, like how are you going to put that all in like one clear messaging at the very top? Because the very most important section of your homepage is going to be the hero section or the header section, which is at the very top, which is what people see right above the fold. So it's what's in viewpoint as soon as somebody comes on their phone. It's the very first thing that they see. So the best thing that you can do, or one of the easiest ways that you can start, is just to say, hey, we offer blank to blank, and then start, say like, hey, what's the benefit? Yeah. So, so for example, hey, you know what, maybe you offer baked goods, you're a bakery or something. So you're offering baked goods, and who are your ideal customers? Well, it's going to be basically maybe breakfast lovers or whatever it is, coffee drinkers or whatever. Try to think about it and then create that statement, and then that's a good starting point. It doesn't mean that that's where you have to end there, but that's basically where you want
attention. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times people speak in benefits, in features, not benefits, but they think they're speaking in benefits. And so I think that's a really important piece. And the real estate, that top piece you're talking about is really important. What about what's the second thing that they should be thinking about?
Let's pick up on where you just left off, John, because you said something absolutely amazing, and that is that you're talking about you need to talk about the benefits, not the features. And this is something that's a lot of people don't understand. Like, hey, what is a feature and what's a benefit? What's the difference? So let's clarify that so that people can actually take that away from today's podcast. And so let's say, for example, you have an iPhone, right? And so the iPhone has a 500 milliamp battery, 500 milliamp battery, right? So that is a feature. It has a large battery, right? But if you were to say, hey, the Apple iPhone has a 500 milliamp battery, and then you use the words so that, all right, so that it can last you all day, all right? Anything that comes after the word so that is the benefit to the feature. So then that way, that's how you can craft benefits all day long. And when you do that, so then now you have one of your benefits is going to be all day battery life, and that's what you want to lead with.
I love that. Another one is if you use the word because, right? So anything that comes after, if you use X, the one reason to buy is because ... And that also kind of focuses to give people another tool on kind of benefit-driven areas to raise conversations. What's number 3?
Yeah, number 3 is absolutely one of the things that you want to do on your website is to make sure that you scroll down the page. So you give people a reason to scroll down the page, and think about it kind of like a waterfall. A waterfall comes off the cliff and it goes down and it goes into the pond, right? And that's the same thing that you want to do. You want to have a waterfall effect to all of the text and the images that causes people just to want to scroll down. And one of the best ways to do that, John, is to create a curiosity gap. All right. And curiosity gaps are basically these curiosities, these gaps where you hook people in, you get them hooked by creating like an information gap and kind of making people curious so that they want to get the answer, and the answer is a little bit buried down the page, but you have to do it in a way that's desirable, So if you're selling cell phones, for example, you could say, did you know about the latest feature, that enables for you to have all day life without having to carry another charger? Well, here it is, and then you talk more, and then you're going to talk more about that battery life and how yours is unique and it's desirable. So just the things like that, creating those curiosity gaps can cause people to be able to scroll down the page and for people to feel engaged.
Right. Keep the dopamine rush going a little bit. Right.
Well said.
Oh, I love that. I think, talking about benefits and giving tools and tips on how to speak to benefits is important. I'll suggest this too. It's some people think it should be easy, but it's not. You got to really study your craft and spend some time on it.